My name is Nina Patafi, and I am an animator and illustrator based in Calgary, Alberta.
My name is Vinson Tran, and I'm an animator and filmmaker based in Calgary, Alberta.
Our upcoming film is called Loo and Behold. It is a British toilet pun.
It's about a series of chaotic events that unfold in a single bathroom. Loo and Behold, making the whole film was a big learning process, and there was a lot of unforeseen obstacles that we had to overcome in such a short span of time. A big thing that we learned was done is better than perfect. I think that's something that our good friend Tyler says a lot at Quickdraw. It was a part of a 48-hour challenge, so we had very little time to complete it. We had to kind of let go of all our little, perfectionism and just kind of get it done and make sure that it was completed.
Especially near the end, because we came very, very close to the deadline.
Oh yeah.
I think I became like very tense and short.
I think we were all very tense.
But everybody came together like a finely oiled machine, I think people say.
Yeah.
I think, being flexible, letting go of ideas because you just don't have time to animate everything you think of, especially in a really short challenge, which I think is good because it forces you, I think, to cut things down. Originally, the section that I animated was going to be way longer. I recorded way more voice lines, but it just wasn't feasible. But I think it's better.
Yeah.
As a shorter piece.
Yeah, so a lot of the time in filmmaking even, like you find out in the edit, it's like, oh, even a lot of the stuff that you wanted to add in there wasn't gonna work anyway, and you didn't have time, so it might be for the better.
The way the 48-hour challenge works at Quickdraw is you are not allowed to animate until it starts, but before that you can do, I think, basically as much pre-production as you want. Len Kurosaki drew our background before the 48-hour challenge even started. We had our idea. I think we had some storyboards.
We kind of got together for a few sessions. We brainstormed ideas of how we would kind of make the film, and we wanted to structure it in a way that each of us would animate a separate part of the film that would just be kind of compiled together into this kind of short film.
And I think that also helped with, we could each have totally different styles, and it would still be cohesive to the audience because it's not like the style is shifting in the middle of a scene, it's shifting after a transition. Bring them out, actually.
We want to bring them out right here. Oh, there they are. There they are. This is Barbara Peters. She was the one that kind of put our team together. She's
a legally blind animator, originally from Alaska. She was living in Calgary when we were working on the film, and right now she is living in San Francisco. Len Kurosaki is a motion graphic designer, an illustrator, and he is also based in Calgary, Alberta. I originally met Barbara going to Alberta University of the Arts, and I met Len through Barbara at a previous animation lockdown through Quickdraw.
I also met Barbara at Quickdraw, volunteering for their festival Giraffe years ago. And through Barbara connected me with Nina and Len. So really, Barbara was kind of the glue that brought us all together. Yeah.
Our film will be playing at the Calgary Underground Film Festival, also known as CUF, April 26th
and April 27th.
And it will be playing before Endless Cookie.
This was actually in the same photo, and this was Barbara and Len on stage accepting awards for our film at the Quickdraw lockdown screening. So we actually got the jury top award and the audience choice award for this film for the 48-hour competition. Yeah.
I was in BC at the time. The other thing I wanted to say is the softwares we were using, because I know a lot of people are usually curious about that. I was animating and compositing in Toon Boom Harmony. Len was using Procreate Dreams and doing compositing in After Effects. After Effects is kind of where we married all of the different files together.
And Premiere, you were editing in Premiere
and
as well.
I also, edited in Premiere Pro.
Barbara and I were animating in Blender. So Barbara was doing 2D animation with grease pencil, and I was doing some 3D animation in Blender. Very much so a mix and match of softwares.
We weren't sure how it was going to end up, but I don't know. I think I love After Effects. I don't know if, maybe cut this. I don't know if I love the Adobe pricing scheme, but I like After Effects.
No, you and Len really brought the whole thing together at the end with the whole compositing and the edit. You know, like right at the very, I was working until the last minute on my scene.
Well, because you're doing 3D compositing or rendering, it takes forever, but it turned out so good, so I think it was well worth it to be right there at the finish line. So yeah, Len did amazing compositing in After Effects and bringing all of the disparate files together, and then I kind of married the Len's composited footage to all of the sound effects. And your brother did some music for the credits.
So my brother Simon Chan, he's a composer, and he helped us do a little bit of music for the credits. This is from the Quickdraw 40th anniversary we celebrated last year, and you can see it's covered in Hamish, which is their mascot, Hamish the Rat. You might see him in the film as well.